Hello everybody and welcome to a video update. This one might not be a quick one, but I'll do my best to keep it as short and snappy as I can. I've got a couple of things to address, and I know what I have to say might upset one or two people as well, but once I've explained everything fully, I hope you understand why I've come to the decision that I have. Okay, so first of all then, let's get to the root of the video update, which is I've been having some issues recently. And I don't know if you've noticed, but over the past week to week and a half, my uploading pacing has slowed a little bit, to say the least. Rather than constant updates near enough every day, which you've been getting recently in the past sort of 2 to 3 months, there's been an update and then a couple of days off, and then an update and then a day off, and then an update, a bit more sporadic. Now that isn't because I'm sat with my feet up having a great old time doing other things. Those of you on my forums will know this. I've been having massive problems. I say massive. I've been having serious problems with Sony Vegas. I've been having crashing issues whilst it's rendering. This happened to start about 5 to 6 weeks ago. It maybe crash once every 5 or 6 render sessions. It wasn't a massive problem. Yeah, a little bit of an irk, but nothing major. I could live with it. And then recently, about a week and a half to 2 weeks ago, this problem got worse, to the point where my most recent sessions have taken maybe 7 or 8 attempts to render. So I set the video off rendering. It'll render for about 30 or 40 minutes, and then it'll crash. 30 or 40 minutes of rendering and then it crashes. That's 30 to 40 minutes of time wasted. And this happened 7 or 8 times. The Borderlands DLC that the Borderlands Telltale Episode 2 and the Dragonborn DLC that I uploaded last week, about 8 or 9 times it took me to get those games rendered, to get those videos rendered. It was just crashing all the time. And it's now, as you can appreciate, it's very, very tiresome and annoying because I can no longer render my videos overnight. Can't leave them overnight because they don't render most of the time. It just crashes. So I have to physically sit and watch the rendering process during the day, and then when it crashes, restart it. And then it crashes, and then I restart it. And then it crashes, and then I restart. And then it works. Like, oh, but it's worked. Oh, miracle. So a 3-hour render session for an hour's worth of videos becomes a 6 or 7 hour render session because of the amount of times I have to keep restarting this bloody the rendering. And as you can appreciate, especially when rendering takes up the entirety of your computer's processing power, you can't do anything else whilst it's rendering. So that's your whole day wasted. You can't you can't record another LP session because your computer's in use. Can't play any games of my own for my own pleasure because the computer's in use. I'm limited to watching videos. So it's affecting not only my LPing, but it's affecting my own personal fun time as well. So it's getting to the point where it's now grinding me down so much that I'm at my wit's end. So that's why things have slowed down recently. So I'll give you an explanation about that. So, okay, how can we alleviate this problem? What can we do to solve it? Of course, we can try and solve it by fixing the damn problem with Sony Vegas and finding out what's wrong and sorting it out, which is my preferred choice. And I've tried in earnest to do this. I've tried numerous suggestions that have been suggested on forums and on Google. I've changed my render settings. I've reinstalled Sony Vegas 13. I've gone back to using Sony Vegas 12. I've rolled back my graphics card drivers in case the new NVIDIA drivers have been conflicting with Sony Vegas. I've virus scanned my PC, spyware scan, registry cleanup, disk defrag. I've checking my processor's temperatures whilst it's rendering to see if they're not overheating. They're quite high, but there's nothing critical. So I've tried so many things. Error reports, error codes. I've put those into Google, what I've been getting back, and nothing has worked. Nothing that I've tried has worked. Thank you, phone. So I don't know what to do. I don't know. So this is where now I reach out to you guys, because I've tried a lot of things, but I might not have tried everything. So if you have suffered with Sony Vegas this very same problem, or you know somebody that has suffered the same problem, or you might just happen to know what the solution might be, leave a comment. I'm willing to try most things. I'm willing to try a lot of things to sort this problem out. So if you suggest something that I haven't tried, rest assured I will be trying it to sort this problem out. Because I would love to get this problem sorted. I don't want it to beat me for a start. If I get a problem on my computer, I troubleshoot it until I'm blue in the face. And 90% of the time, I end up sorting the problem out. Very rarely do I have to give up. But I'm close to giving up now. I really am. So yeah, leave a comment if you can offer any potential solutions. I will try literally almost anything. The only thing that I'm not willing to try is a full fresh install of Windows and a full format of my computer. I'm not willing to try that. So that's out of the question. Which leads me to what might be the only possible solution. The only possible solution, if we can't solve this problem, is because I can't go on using Sony Vegas in this manner. It's just too frustrating. The only other solution is going to be a new piece of software, a new video editing software. Now, last week I tried a free trial of I can't remember the name of the program, but I tried a free trial of a program that got decent reviews on some websites, and I tried using it, and it just clunky. Couldn't get it to do what I wanted it to do, and because I've used Sony Vegas from the very start, nigh on coming up to 5 years now, I'm stuck in my old ways. I'm a dinosaur when it comes to change with most things anyway, and I know how Sony Vegas works. I've used it for that long, for 5 years. Sony Vegas's way is my way. So when another program when I try to use another program that doesn't do it Sony Vegas's way, to me, that's the wrong way. That's not the way I do it. So I'm struggling to learn how to use this program. So I installed it and thought, bugger it. Can't use it. But I might not have a choice. I might have to force myself to use a new piece of software. So also in the comments page, if you happen to know, have used or know somebody that uses a decent piece of video editing software other than Sony Vegas, of course, that I can use to edit my videos and get them rendered into a format that can be uploaded to YouTube at decent quality, of course, and that's easy to use, then leave the suggestion of that video piece, that program in the comments. Yeah. So there you go. That's the two ways you can help me. You can either suggest a solution for the Sony Vegas problem, or you can leave the name of a decent piece of editing software that I can look into just as a last resort if I can't sort this problem out. Because I can't carry on like this. It was getting very close to the stage last week where I was ready just to say, right, my channel is now on a is now on a complete pause, barring streaming, which doesn't require rendering or editing. Everything's on pause until I can just really calm down, because I was really fuming at one point last week with it. But I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to do, I'm going to have to change a couple of things around a little bit on the channel to accommodate the slower pace and to accommodate the frustrations that I've been having. Now, this is what might upset a couple of you. I have come to the decision, and I was thinking about numerous decisions. One of the decisions was just completely shutting down and just saying, I'm going to go on a break for a couple of weeks until I sort this problem out. You're going to get no uploads at all. That was one of the considerations. I've decided against that. But what I have decided is that 4 LPs on the go whilst I'm having problems is too much. People don't want to wait 12 days for an Attila update or for an update to anything, and that's the pacing that's happening because of the problems. So I'm going to have to put 2 LPs on a temporary pause until I've at least sorted the problems out. And the 2 LPs that are going to be put on the pause are the newest ones, so that I can have time to at least finish the older ones, get them finished. I don't want them to drag on for too long. They've already dragged on long enough. So Skyrim DLC, Dragonborn thing, and Attila, those are the newest LPs. Those are the ones that are going to be placed on a temporary pause until a time that I'm happy that I can at least get them uploaded again at a decent pace. So there you go. Apologies to those of you that really like the Attila. I know that's my most popular LP at the moment, and I've had about 5 people asking me over the past couple of days, when's the next Attila update? When is it? When is it? Come on, it's been a bloody long time. And I agree, it has been a long time, and I want to play it. I love playing the game. It's a great game. But yeah, something's going to have to give. It's either a couple of LPs give, or my complete brain explodes with rage. That will happen, and then that's not a good place to be. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening. Yeah, I'll keep you updated as to the progress of things. But yeah, please leave those comments about Sony Vegas solutions and also about those video editing softwares, because you guys are pretty much my last resort right now. I'm at a loss as to what to do. So there you go. Anyway, 10 minutes of me rambling. There you go. Nothing new there then, is there? So thank you for listening if you made it to the end, and yeah, I'll see you soon.